Ironwood Games. This is Andrew. Welcome back to our quick draft. We're going to jump into some games here. So we drafted that red, heavy red, kind of splashing some blue and black deck in Strixhaven. We'll see what we get. Again, if you didn't watch our draft video, I'd say go back and watch that. I think it was pretty good. Or interesting to see what we had. But I said in there, as I said, I've done one sealed during pre-release for Strixhaven. Played White Black Silver Quill. That's what I think, and haven't done much else. This is interesting. It has a 2-drop. Has a trick, it has some ways to do things and maybe get somewhere. I am the lightest on blue mana, so I don't know if this is a great hand for what we're doing. I'm going to send it back. This seems a little bit better. We'll keep it, and I think we'll send one of the... well... No, let's... So I'm tempted to send Mountain back, but we'll send Swamp back since we don't need it for these. Assuming we'll definitely draw lands. I'd rather have more creatures than flood out because we kept that Swamp. Now, if we don't draw a Swamp, is that bad? Not right away because we don't have any black cards. So yeah, this is interesting because I do not play black-red, or blue-red often. Probably not even black-red often either, and that's kind of the shell we kind of were in Prismari. We're really heavy in the red, and then we did draw the Swamp, so we did get our reward right away. Our decision paid off. I think it was the right decision. We've got a little more swamps than islands. I think we're at 6/6/5 on mountains, swamps, and islands. And we didn't need the swamp. Sure. They're going to get to Agonizing Remorse. I don't know what the right choice is here. It depends on what they have. I think Twin Scroll Shamans let me build a board presence. Variant Books lets me kind of keep some momentum and tempo them a little bit more. So it seems like they were more concerned about me getting board presence than undoing theirs. So we'll see. They might be a little more control heavy, or thinking they're going to go wide enough with pests and things that it won't matter. That's interesting. We could definitely look for something here. Do we want to attack into this Honor Troll? Not really. Am I worried about taking a hit from it? No, not really. Would I like to draw some lands? Yes, absolutely. So we'll just go on a defense here. He knows we have Bury-in Books, and we can't do it now. However, do I care about taking 2 damage from this guy? No. Do I need to block it? I could block it here for a trick. but I don't think that is necessary. I'm a little bit concerned, right, with his control-ish looking build that maybe we get that, but I think the Wandering Archaic makes that more enticing. So I think, again, we just sit back here on this Bury-in Books. If we get another land, I think we can go into Wandering Archaic. Drawing some cards would be nice just to get some advantage here. What do we get? Pest Summoning? Yeah, that's fine. So it's interesting because we have drawn into a bunch of islands when we were just saying, like, oh, we don't have as many islands as other things. But we have all of our colors, and that's fine. We could keep Bury-in Books back against this Gnarled Professor, but I think he doesn't want to lose it, or isn't necessarily willing to trade. And the Wandering Archaic keeps him from playing his summoning that he just got without paying extra for it. So I think this puts him into a spot where he's now realizes he's got taxes to pay. Which, if he wants to spend his mana and pay the tax, I'm all for that. That's fine. He can get a little bit wider of a board state. I have the Bury-in Books, which we could copy, and will copying it will make the Prismaria Apprentice bigger as well. So that's kind of the plan. At this point is just to sit on what we've got. We do have to worry about more hand disruption. But this isn't instant, and so we can, outside of this turn, we can respond by casting it. I like Tenured Inkcaster. It's a pretty good, I think, combo, especially like with itself. So here, the Eye Twitch is interesting, but it constrains us on the mana that we need to be able to cast this against an attacker and copy it. Which these two would be the ideal cards on that. I think we're in an okay spot. I don't know what he's got in Witherbloom. I know there's definitely more removal in black. We've seen some of that. We have some of our own, so kind of anything we draw, really, and if we just kind of stalemate here seems fine for me. I'd rather him not be drawing cards, but if he's not playing lands, yeah, that's fine. We don't have anything to do. This is a sorcery. I think I'm still just going to sit here and kind of wait to have a big play with this Bury-in Books. Then we can play Rutha again out the next turn, and an Explosive Iteration, or an Eye Twitch and Rutha. And if he's fine to just kind of sit, maybe he's waiting for removal. Summoning is fine. He paid for it. Okay, that's good. Yeah, so putting counters on the Inkcaster is good. It triggers itself. there's a land. We're just going to play that out. Yeah, I don't mind him playing out and having a board if he's not willing to attack into what I've got. He knows about burying books. If I can end up drawing bigger hands and, you know, have more cards in hand and he just plays stuff out, then I think we're in a decent spot. Sure, this Magecraft is problematic with the Inkcaster. Oh, that's a perfect card against this because he's got to start sacking his stuff, and we just bounce it. I mean, that's the kind of thing we bury in books for sure. After we've already let him, you know, sack a creature. And sure, he sacks a pest, I get it, and he gains a life, and that's fine. But we're just looking to draw some more lands and be able to just play out a lot of stuff all at once. And then he can cast it again. Let's see. I mean, what does he have? Something that's going to let him go wide? What's he going to sack here? Okay, that's fine. That's also fine. So the thing is, I can, like, eat a lot of things. He's got to have... Now, let's go past to blockers. Block... Oh, that's got trample. So block here. Block here. And we'll take 5. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. I am gonna... mess this up completely because I wanted to and luckily with my thing here we just, okay, it's gonna target here. We're going to return her, copy this spell, and we'll return that one. I think we actually managed to do this without getting into too much of a pickle. This was blocked, so it won't be dealing damage now. Yeah, we'll take the 5. I guess I could have blocked there or here, but I don't mind taking 5. Kind of clearing off his board. It looks like he didn't end up having any tricks. And next turn we play Rutha back. We know he's got 2 cards there. We'll play an Eye Twitch, which will let us learn, so we don't mind him dying, and then we can learn our explosion skill. Annihilation. To kill his 11-10. No attacks. If we need to next turn, we can do Expressive Iteration. Yeah, he gets his Daemogoth Titan next turn, but we've got 2 turns until attacks. I don't know if he's holding land because he has enough for what he's doing or not. Adventurous Impulse is fine. Are you going to pay for it? Again, it's fine if he pays for it. He can reveal his Daemogoth and play it this turn. It seems, I don't know, less than good, but if he really wants to get it on the field here to be able to attack next turn. The problem with it is that he does have to sack his creatures. So this lets us learn. This lets us learn. Kind of think we're just going to play Expressive Iteration. We're going to resolve it. Alright, one of them to go into my hand. We have 5 mana open. So we'll put this one in our hand. We'll exile this one. Or, I'm sorry, exile... Yeah, this one to play. I think I did it backwards of what I wanted, but that's okay. Yeah, so... next... Alright. This guy can't be blocked. That guy's got flying. Alright, Frost Trickster can come in next turn to deal with the Daemogoth. We've still got 2 mana open if we need to return Rutha, which we don't. And I think we'll tap Tome Shredder at the end of his turn. And get rid of some things, so. Or we can block something and then, yeah, that's fine. We know about that. I would not be unhappy to do that either, to block with the Tome Shredder and trade it for one of these 3/3s. Okay. What does this say? I want to know what it says and I can't read it. Let's take the action. Resolve. With where X is a sacrifice creature's power. I don't think he knows how that works because X is set, so I get the tokens, and I think he's thinking I get no tokens or I have to sack a creature. which is unfortunate for him because I totally understand why you would think that. But that's definitely not how it works. And it's kind of unfortunate. No, we didn't Tome Shredder. Whoops, we got distracted with all of these things. I don't think it's worth Frost Trickster yet. It doesn't do anything. I think, honestly, that we're going to just sneak in the air. And see what happens. He's kind of in a bad spot. End turn. We've got Enthusiastic Study for my double striker. We'll have Mage's Onslaught soon. And he's kind of running low on cards as well. He let us go just as wide as he did. And I will be happy to like double, triple, quadruple block to kill off his board here with my little pest tokens. So I think we're in a pretty good spot. I do feel really bad if he didn't understand how that was going to work, which I think he didn't, because I don't think you would do that and not pay. Then I think the reason he didn't pay, unless, yeah, he had mana to pay, the reason you the only reason you wouldn't pay is because you thought that you were going to get something here out of it. So I can block with so many options, or I can just take the damage. He does get to draw a card if I put it there. So let's block here. And here. I don't know about that. I don't know that I want to trade. On that, let's block here. Because I've got tricks and things just in case if he has a trick. But this double strike is going to kill him before he has a chance to do anything. And so, yeah, he can exile it to draw a card and lose a life. I'm okay with that. Again, I would like to keep his board a little under control. I don't need to. I can chip away at him quicker than he can chip away at me. This turn we are going to remember to Tome Shredder. That's fine. He can have a Dusk Mage. We will exile that one. There we go. Now we'll go to my turn. Perfect. So this is definitely interesting. I like this with my wide board state. I'd like to kill the Tenured Inkcaster. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 to copy. I get to kill 2 things. Boom, boom. Or boom, boom. He can't block without taking damage. I'm in a bad spot on the way back. So I think we're going to be a little bit cautious here, and we're going to wait until I have a little bit more, a little bit closer, because if I can attack with 11 that he can't block, well, I only need to attack with 6 if I double it. So we're gonna see. I don't know what the right amount of waiting is. I like the going wide kind of match here. This is interesting because he has lifelink here. I don't know what he's trying to figure out or do, and that's okay. I will let him see. Yeah, we're gonna just Tome Shredder again. All right, we'll take my turn. Yeah, getting that back. He's got one card, so we're gonna destroy this one. We're going to Rutha, copying that, in which we will. Do we care about this? No. Well, no. We'll get Gnarled Professor. And then we'll go next to combat. And we need to attack with 8. This can't be blocked, so that's 4. It puts him to 11. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So that's 11. And 5 puts him at 6. So let's do one more. I don't know if this is too aggressive. But I don't want to wait too long and have him have tricks or other things that can do stuff. And if he blocks too many things, he loses life. So he has to be able to do the math and figure out where he gets. Because that's going to put him at 5. And then the other 5 is coming through unblocked at this point. And I think that will be lethal. But we'll see what he's got. Because I believe we have 5 here. And he will die before he gets his life back. Which, again, based on his earlier play, maybe he's a new player, or he or she, and didn't recognize that that was the way that would work with those triggered abilities. Maybe they thought they'd get 5 life at the end and still be alive. Even if that was the case, I was going to kill him with Mage Hunter's Revenge again next turn, or in 2 turns with a similar play. So they were pretty dead either way. So that was a fun match. The deck, I think, did what I wanted it to and kind of worked. Especially getting to double that Mage Hunters. I got to learn all the names of these new cards. Mage Hunter's Onslaught. Doubling this after he gave me all those tokens was pretty ridiculous. So it's hard to say that was, a great game. I think my opponent definitely misplayed. Well, we know he misplayed on that, whether he realized or not, or he or she or they, whether they realized it or not. I hope they can learn. I hope they're not frustrated. I think that is the one downside of playing online, is that you don't always get that explanation or understand what happened to learn the rules, and then you can be a little frustrated. But yeah, so when he plays that spell, he sacrifices the creature as the additional cost, which locks in the X value on the spell. So when I copy it, it already has an X value, because copying it is not casting, so I don't have to pay the additional cost on that. So his correct move should have been to pay the 2 mana, not to let me copy it. Would have been the appropriate thing. But I think in his mind, he was thinking either it would be X equals 0 because I wouldn't have a chance to sacrifice anything, or I'd have to choose to sacrifice a creature. And so then he was going to get, no matter what, he was going to get more than me. But no, that's not the way it works, unfortunately, for him, or for them. All right, well, thanks, guys. This one ran long, so we will end here. We'll catch you on the next games, and until then, like the video, comment if you've got any ideas, if you see anywhere we went wrong, what we need to do to improve, and we'll see you all in the next game. Bye.